Good morning, sister. Thank you for coming in today to see me. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah, good. You look a little nervous. Don't be. I'm here to listen and help you, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. So, a few things I would like to go over before we begin our little chat is whatever that we talk about in this office stays in this office, unless for whatever reason there's motive that you're in danger or somebody else is in danger, then I have to notify somebody to get help. I just want to make sure that you're safe, that we're all safe, that anybody around us is safe, okay? So, do you understand that?
Yes, I understand.
So I did a little research on you, and I learned that you like to play soccer, and that you're very stylish. So tell me a little bit about that.
Oh yeah, I play goalkeeper most of the time. Been playing for a couple years now.
Oh, good, good. And you like it?
hmm
Good. Do you play for the school or the city league?
Uh, well, mainly the city league.
Good, good. All right. Um, so I talked to some of your teachers, and I even talked to your mom recently. And something they all expressed to me was that your behavior and attitude has been affecting your relationships with each of them, and that kind of that your lack of motivation is affecting your grades, so your schoolwork. So tell me a little bit about that.
Well, it is true what my teacher and my mom are saying. I feel as if I don't have good relationships with them for a while now. A few months ago, I kept getting in trouble in Miss Smith's class, and I was blamed for things I was not doing, and she would not let me explain what was going on. So after so many times this kept happening, I felt as she did not care to hear what I had to say and defend myself. When it was someone else doing it, when someone else was doing this in the class, I kept getting in trouble, and my mom was always being called. So then I was going home to get yelled at the time, and my mom would not listen to what was going on in class.
Okay, okay, so you were being blamed for something, um, but you weren't given the opportunity to explain yourself or kind of be heard of your version of what was really going on, right?
Correct.
It's just kind of just like it was you and that was it.
Yeah.
Okay, by everybody else. So okay, so this affected your relationship with your teacher, now with your mom, and it's kind of brought down your grades
Yeah.
because of the behavior, right?
Mhm.
Okay, okay, so I'm understanding. Um, so let me ask you something, sister. Are you okay with feeling the disconnect with your teacher and your mom, about you not being heard, and then I'm kind of getting this where you feel like you're not being respected because of not being able to be heard from them?
Well, yeah, it is, but there's not really much I can do about it if they're not gonna listen to me every time.
Okay, okay. How does it make you feel?
It makes me feel just frustrated. Every time it just gets worse and worse, and there's gonna be a breaking point at one point.
Okay, all right. So I want you to think about this a little bit. Um, we can't always change how others act, how others behave, or what they say, what they do, right? That's one thing we can't, that's out of our control, right? Sometimes we can't even control how we feel to certain situations, to certain things, right, that happen to us. The one thing that we can do is we can control on how we respond and how we behave to certain situations, to certain things. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay. So let us focus on the needs of reality therapy, okay, which is what we're going to implement here. Um, so one of the things of reality therapy, the techniques, is we want to focus on the present. Let's not focus on the past, right? This already all happened, right? We're looking at what's going on now. You, the behavior's still there. You still feel the disconnect. You're still having those bad grades, but let's focus on the here and now, okay? And so let us also focus on what it is that you want. So by what I'm hearing is you want to improve your relationships with your teacher, your mom, um, and do better in class, right? So that doing better in class with a better attitude, better behavior will improve those grades because you'll be more motivated to get your grades turned in classwork, right, and participate. Okay, so we're gonna focus on that. I want us also to look at, I kind of have this little guide that kind of helps so that we focus on the techniques that helps with reality therapy, right? So what are you doing? So the behavior and the disconnect to your teacher and your mom, what are you doing? Is that helping you to improve what it is that you want? So you want to improve your relationship and your grades.
Yeah.
So the behavior that you're having, the disconnect, is that going to help you get to what you want?
No, it's gonna lower my standards.
Good, good. So now you're understanding it and you're taking the responsibility of it, right? Which is part of this technique. So let's evaluate. Do you think that if you continue to behave the way you are, continue to be disconnected from your teacher and your mom, is that going to help you to improve any of what it is that you want?
No, it's gonna lower my standards and it's going to just affect our relationship even more.
Good. Okay. So, do you think that you can and we can work together on coming up with a plan to improve your behavior, maybe even your how you view different things, improve the relationships that you want to improve? Do you think we can come up with a plan before we leave here today that will help you? You know, and then for next time that we meet, you know, it could be better. You could have improved the relationship and maybe even the grades. Hopefully, that's helps a lot because that's very important to us, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Is that something you would like to do? Is that something you think is possible?
I think so, but we just need a way to cooperate with them.
Okay, and things won't change from one day to another. You know, overnight things won't change, but it's just something little by little, right? Baby steps.
Just trying to gain my trust back with them.
Good. Okay, that's very important. So this is just so that we can focus on that. I just want you to understand that you live with your mom, right?
Yeah.
So you're gonna see your mom. She's your mom, and so, and then your teachers is you're still gonna have them. We have about 4 more months of the school year left, right? So you have to continue that. But I also want you to understand that if the grades don't improve, then you're going to basically just leave it. You might be able to you might have to do summer school if you fail the class and don't receive your credit. So, that's important that we keep all that going. So we're gonna use this whiteboard, and you could write it out. I could write it out however you want. We'll use this to kind of make a plan to improve the relationships with your teachers and your mom, and also how you can improve your grades, correct?
Yeah.
So let's use this whiteboard. Do you want me to write? Do you want to write it?
I can write it.
Okay. So what is a plan that we can come up with and kind of work on it little by little for you to improve your grades? So tell me, what would be the plan?
We can bring them in a room, and then
we're talking about grades.
Oh, all right. So I can be moved from my chair to someone that won't distract me.
Good.
And then I can get help after school if anything, and I will always if there's any little problem, I can just raise my hand and ask the teacher, and then she's gonna have to explain.
Okay, perfect. So that's the communication part, right? So what can you do to improve the actual grade? So that's going to help you in the class in the moment, right? But if you're already behind on a couple of assignments or things like that, what can you do?
I can ask for after school programs, ask my mom to help me at home, ask my teacher can I have all of my assignments, even if they're to explain to me where they're at, and then I can just ask for help.
Good. Okay, so that's plan 1, right? That's what we're talking about, improving the grades. how can you improve, or what can be a plan to improve your relationship with your teacher and your mom?
So I was thinking that we can put them in a room like a parent teacher conference,
Okay.
and you explain what's going on, and then I just go in and I explain my part of the story, and help them like know that I have been talking to someone to help me with this.
Okay.
That
So that's
really,
another part of communicating, right?
yeah,
And that's huge because that's going to help you, especially now as you're getting older. The communication is what helps build relationships too. Okay, so that's good, good. So, good. And that helps you in another way to make sure that you're being heard, right? Because is that what led to this whole thing? Is that you didn't feel you were being heard, or we can even say you maybe weren't feeling respected
yeah,
by that, by not being heard by them. But okay, so that's good. So grades, you're gonna work on, maybe getting extra credit, making sure you're asking for help, ask mom for help, improve that part of it, right? And then for your relationships, uh, make sure that you ask uh, to be heard,
yeah,
right? To be respected and to be able to have your reasoning of whatever's going on, you know, understand. So I like that. Good. That's really good. So, um, what about, um, would maybe kind of going back to apologize gives you that opportunity to explain yourself, explain your version of,
yeah,
well, whatever was going on, right? Okay, so I just want to remind you, we're making sure these plans will work. You'll work on this. So for the next time that we meet, you can tell me what has happened. Hopefully, things have improved with your relationships, that your grades have improved. That's also very important. And then we can keep going step by step to make sure, that you're successful, because we want to make sure that you're, doing great not only in school but emotionally, right? Because this can have an emotional impact on yourself. So I can't wait to hear about the goals that
yeah.
you came up with, and that they're implemented, and that everything goes good for you, right? And then so thank you for coming in, Susan. Thank you for letting me learn a little bit more about you, and I hope next time we have good results.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.